It's said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn.
The day before the performance, well, rather the night, you will not sleep.
No.
And the day of the performance, you'll be nervous the entire day, but then once the show starts, all the nervousness immediately turns to an unlimited energy source, which will not run out for the next 3 or 4 days, however long the show goes. But after that,
running down the hall,
you crash and pretty much burn. The first time the audience reacts at all, like, you just feel like you could fly.
I like theater because I like all the costumes I can wear out. Especially the costume I had in an Alice in Wonderland play. I was a flower.
Outlet to try different sides of my personality, being different characters like the flirt or the princess.
I learned a lot of character development, and I learned how to portray other people.
But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
I've gotten more friends over the years, and it's done a lot for me. My family has joined in it.
Before I started theater a few years ago, most of the people I knew weren't really my age, and I basically did not know any girls my age. So when I started theater, I met tons of new people, and most of my friends that I have now I met through theater.
Because I knew you.
The first day, you want to cry because you're so nervous you don't know anybody.
Yes.
And the last day, you want to cry because you know you're not going to see them again for a long time.
Everybody says that we're a family. We're not just friends. We all work together. We all argue. We all laugh a lot.
Like Max here.
Quite a lot. Yeah, it's a second family.
No, it is not a second family. Some people may say it's a second family. It is an addition to your family. It is. It's not a second family.
After you spend a solid 2 months with people, you get to know them. It's funny, I'm homeschooled, but whenever I go to Lincoln, I can pick up like 8 people walking home from school that I know.
You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart.
My friend said that I should do the play Aladdin, and at first I wasn't really sure because I'd never been in a play before. Like, I've done like school plays, but otherwise I've never really done anything that big. But then I decided to do it, and I ended up really loving it.
So my grandma suggested that I started doing plays. I wasn't really into it, so I tried it, and I really liked it, so I kept doing it. And then I learned that I could build more confidence in myself.
Before I was in theater, I was very blunt about my feelings for authority. I was angry a lot of the time. And now I know how to act like I'm not angry. All my teachers love me, despite my not so much love for them. I think it'll help me later on with pretending I like my boss.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
I didn't realize how much there is going on backstage with the makeup crew and the costumers and techies. Really amazing.
During The Hobbit, all we did was adapting because it was like the night and I was waiting backstage for my scene, and then I was an elf, and the other elves come up to me and asked me to fill in a role because one of the elves couldn't make it. So I had to like learn 3 sets of lines very quickly and learn her blocking backstage while we were waiting to go on.
I have been changed for good.
When I was growing up, even though I was in a big family, I was very socially awkward, and I didn't really know how to interact with people. But then I joined theater and I got really involved with it, and I found all these friends, and they were not afraid to be themselves. They would be weird and, jump around and say crazy things, and I thought it looked so fun, and I came out of my shell doing theater and being with these amazing people, and now I am the person who I am today.
Hey, you should try out for Beauty and the Beast, because, I think you'd be really good in the show. And I was like, yeah, right, sure,
they won't really put me in a show because it's, you know, kind of a bigger show, and whenever I get in bigger shows, I'll just be like chorus because that's all people ever really put me as. And so I was like, okay, I'll audition, whatever. What harm can it do? And all of a sudden, a few days later, I got a call back, and I was like, oh, well then. You know, they probably just want me for, like, you know, the dresser or something, because there's no way that I'm getting, like, a huge, big role. And so I went to the callback, and I did that, and then all of a sudden after, I got an email saying that I got a part, and I was like, oh, cool, let's click on it and see. And it said I got Belle. And I stared at my computer screen like this for about 10 minutes.
And now whatever way our stories end.
In middle school, I didn't know what I was going to do, and all my friends knew exactly what they were going to do with their futures. One of my friends was going to be a nurse, and one of my friends was going to be a banker. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And then I did theater, and I got more into it. And I did High School Musical, and I didn't know I could dance, and I could. And that was a big impact on me. And I decided, no, I am going to do theater because this is what I love to do. This is, you know, the path that I want to take. This is everything that I want to do, and this is who I want to be. And I know it's going to be a harder path, but I don't care.
The passion that theater has given me doesn't leave me an option for my future anymore. There's no, you can either do musical theater and dance, or you can go into nursing. I don't feel like I have that option anymore.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you.
I'm glad we found theater. It changed my life.
How was that?
Well, we bond as a family, and I learned more about you guys.
Wow. I did not realize that this is the first time you've ever said that. So.
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys got into it and got me into it. When you guys were into it, at first I thought, no way, I'm never getting on stage. It's very fun, but I think the thing that I like best is the whole feeling of extended family with the people that we have met. You know, as my physical family gets smaller, that extended family has grown, and there are people now that I can't imagine not having in my life.
As I think back in my childhood, the best summer, most memorable summer of my life was when I was in it was a Peter Quince production, and I just have so many clear and vivid memories from that long, long time ago, and that because of that, I wanted to make sure that you had that opportunity to experience the fun and the camaraderie and the just the whole experience of theater in a big production.
I just like having the opportunity to be one of the lucky kids who can perform with one of their family members, like my mom, because it's just really fun because we're looking forward to the same thing.
Being a single mom, it's hard to have the opportunity to spend more time with him when I'm the sole breadwinner. So when it comes to being on stage, it's our time for bonding, even though we're in a different character. So we could be bonding in a different world. Like I was Stromboli, he was Junior, so I get to be, a villain while he's like a perfect child, which never happens in real life. So it's a fun opportunity, and I think everybody, with either being on stage or behind the stage, it helps to make the family stronger.
One of the things that we've enjoyed most about being a theatrical family is that it allows all of us to pursue a goal together. It allows us each to have the opportunity to learn more, to grow, to develop different facets of our personalities, from those who are on stage, to those who help behind the scenes, to those who help out at home. And we're grateful to have that opportunity and to find a place that welcomes having a family and having all ages of a family.
For good.